It's important for us to go with the flow and always be aware in every present moment. But what many others forget about this mindset is that you must have a vision or sense of direction as well. Going with the flow doesn't mean going with a blind eye and a blunt mind. It's about having a goal, a desire which can lead us to where we want to be. Going with the flow is about giving in, not giving up. There is a total difference between the two. Having a desire is great, but not let it overwhelm you, as it could make you become desperate. So instead of pushing and forcing things to happen, just keep doing what you're doing, but give in into the process itself. Just like the law of attraction, the more you chase after you'd like to attract, the more you push it away. And so in this second part of Art Vlog about my trip to Singapore last year, I went to the magical and tranquil cloud forest at Garden by the Bay. If you haven't yet watched the first one, go ahead, check it out. In that first vlog, I went to the beautiful flower dome garden. I was very inspired to create a piece that would represent flow and strength at the same time. I used watercolor for this painting. It's just the perfect art medium for it. The girl I'm painting is Celestis Aliante, the main character from my personal project White Spirit and Dark Matter. I've been developing the project for some years now, and I realized how badly I was procrastinating on it. I used to think that I just lost my motivation or I didn't brainstorm enough. I thought I'm losing some ideas or even lost my energy. For many months, I kept postponing this project, and every time I felt guiltier and guiltier. Instead of flowing with a vision, I was pushing myself to make everything as perfect as possible. You see, I have a perfectionism issue, and it can be so annoying. Now that I understand what's been going on, I know better how to handle it. Now I just need to take the necessary baby steps along the way. Here's a sneak peek of my project. An infinite being living in a limiting physical body, now in danger for many wants to use her power. When two worlds finally collapse, can courage and love truly save us all, and is it worth the fight? So for the painting here, I decided to use stalagmite as the main inspiration for strength. Then the two black and white fishes to represent flow and balance, just like the yin and yang. I never thought I'd paint stalagmite as an element in my painting, let alone seeing it as a symbol of strength. I suppose the idea of it forming through deposition of soft and liquid element for many years is amazing. This is the true essence of nature: strength, perseverance, flow, and growth, all at the same time. Just like how I feel when I have a desire and goal I like to achieve, even with all the challenges ahead. But to add more beauty and spark into the painting, I decided to paint the stalagmite with pastel-like colors, and on the edges of it I used gold acrylic paint to symbolize luxury and abundance. I love gold colors so much. Not only it represents abundance, but also beauty. There is a beauty in just going with the flow. But just like gold symbolizing power and sometimes authority, you have to balance your flowing process with a sense of direction. It's also about taking the lead in your own life and be in the center of it. You have your own inner power, so don't let it go. So I think it's just amazing how nature can give us so many inspirations and lessons. It's always been there from the dawn of time. You just have to pay attention to it. Now back to my trip at the cloud forest. It was truly such an amazing and different experience. It had this different, tranquil but dark and mysterious atmosphere compared to the bright and colorful flower dome. Cloud Forest said to have the tallest indoor waterfall in the whole world. Most of the view here is of plantation instead of colorful flowers, but they are all still beautiful nonetheless. You can go inside the huge waterfall and take the stairs or outdoor pathway to go all the way up to the top. There you can see a small pond with many unique kinds of plants. They have so many varieties, even including the infamous Rafflesia and Venus flytrap. It's interesting to see such beauty in nature that looks seemingly docile but deadly as well. So last but not least, adding a touch of magic. Why, of course it isn't complete without adding stars in her hair. I always loved the idea of light and dark, just like yin and yang. That is why I like to balance my artwork with the feeling of both light and dark. If you have been following my art, you may notice that I often use dark colors for the background. But I always paint my characters bright with colors or a contrasting streak of lighting. Even though things may seem dark, don't forget to add a dose of spark. It works like a charm. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be back with more art, personal growth, and spiritual topics. So stay tuned, and thank you for watching.